1/3 of the food we grow never gets eaten. It spoils on shelves, is scraped off plates, or rejected by retailers. And when it decomposes in landfills, it becomes a climate problem, releasing methane, one of the most potent greenhouse gases we know. But what if the very waste we discard could be the next climate solution? Globally, food waste is responsible for roughly half of all emissions from the agricultural sector. And despite the growing awareness, the waste problem is still massive, far too big to solve overnight. But what we can do now is change our approach. Instead of just preventing food waste, let's reuse it. Because every ton of food waste recycled can reduce carbon emissions by nearly a ton. Enter anaerobic digestion, a process which produces biogas, a renewable energy source, and digestate, a nutrient-rich fertilizer. Instead of methane escaping into the air, it gets captured, cleaned, and put to work.
So how does anaerobic digestion actually work? It starts with food waste entering an airtight tank called a digester. Inside, the temperature rises to about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. In this environment, naturally occurring microorganisms get to work, breaking down the food waste. As they digest the material, they release a mix of gases, primarily methane and carbon dioxide, together known as biogas. That gas can be used for heating or cooking, or further refined into renewable natural gas. What's left behind is digestate, which can be used as a soil conditioner or a biofertilizer, returning essential nutrients back to farmland.
When researchers analyzed over 90 studies of food waste recycling, the results were striking. Repurposing food waste through anaerobic digestion or composting consistently led to a 1-to-1 emissions reduction. That means every ton of food waste we keep out of landfills equals a ton of CO2 kept out of the atmosphere. In the US alone, avoiding landfill disposal of food waste through digestion or composting could cut 39 million tons of CO2 equivalent emissions. In China, that number climbs to over 100 million. That's like removing 90% of US dairy cows from the equation. These aren't minor gains, they're system-level shifts. Digesting food waste doesn't just reduce emissions. It returns nutrients to the soil and in some cases creates a high-energy feedstock for livestock or energy. Food waste isn't trash. It's energy. It's fertilizer. It's land restoration. It's a climate strategy hiding in plain sight. While we work to prevent waste in the first place, we must also build systems that make the most of what we already have. Nature doesn't waste. Everything cycles. When we design systems that reflect that, like anaerobic digestion, we stop being passive participants in climate change and start becoming part of the solution. Because in the right hands, even our leftovers can change the world.